Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is MasterGo, and in today's video we are going to be checking out xCeleste's video. This is BTS, Introduction to BTS. Yes, that's right, we are walking back into the classroom once again to do some more research on BTS. I love learning everything that I can about the boys. I actually have gotten my copy of Beyond the Story, and quite honestly, I haven't gotten into a lot of pages yet. So this way here, I'm learning through video and slowly learning through literature. This video uploaded 2 years ago has gained a staggering 509,000 views. I'm not even that surprised. This is xCeleste, come on. And it has gained 45,000 likes as well. If you would like to go check out her channel, I will leave the link to this video and her channel down in the description below. But like always guys, if you find yourself liking today's video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified for the next BTS video. Alright, let's get into This is BTS, Introduction to BTS by xCeleste. Oh, look at that army. Unreal. Shocks me every time.
How many of you have heard of
James Ford.
BTS?
Oh,
Who is BTS? And why are they so popular?
Who's that guy?
BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality.
Oh, I've been learning that.
There's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy.
Absolutely not.
But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s.
That is one thing that I've actually been learning a lot recently. A lot of you guys definitely let me know the age group that you are associated with here, and definitely it is 100% true. I am seeing this as more of a mature audience for sure.
Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales.
Oh, interesting.
Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males.
Hey,
BTS's fans named ARMY will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
That's what I've got. I am having difficulty like remembering these, but as I hear it more and more often, it's starting to come into my repertoire here. So Soyeondan. Wait, hold on. Let's go back.
Personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단.
Yes.
Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
방탄 meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to Beyond the Scene.
Beyond the Scene.
The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth.
Oh my god, xCeleste, thank you for explaining that. I had no idea. I thought it was just a logo, but yeah, like it totally does. It's the doors.
BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge.
I actually learned from the book right off the bat, like within the first like chapter here, talking about J-Hope walking into the dorms and all of the boys just walking around in their underwear, specifically Suga's. And I'm just like thinking to myself, what a way to be like thrown into a world I love it.
Their CEO, Bang Si-hyo, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
Very true. I actually would really like to watch his like whatever he's like it's kind of like he's doing like a Q&A or something like that. I actually really want to watch that because just he talks so eloquently too. Like he's such a great leader in getting the boys together, and I like Bang PD, man. I'm telling you, this guy, what a hero.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
뭔가 내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러워. 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아.
No, good way to point it out. I like that. That's great. It's a good analogy.
없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요. 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만.
Not at all. That's very true. It's fate. Yeah.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park.
Oh man.
BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities.
This was actually something that I found was like when I first walked into BTS, this was something that I was really shocked about how it was like, oh man, like they documented everything. And it's not just a point of being a documentation of things. It was like they had to do that to actually get their names out there. And I understand that now, and it totally makes sense. But it also gives me a lot to look forward to in the future here, to check everything out and to learn about everything there is to know about BTS. It's a long road ahead of me.
They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam.
You know what's so funny is I think about this and I think of it as a like all this hardship that they've gone through over the years. It's honestly such a testament to them, but also it reflects back to us as individuals when we grow through life and all the hardships that we go through in everything that we do in our own lives. And it's like no matter what, there's always going to be some sort of pushback, but as you grow and as you go through all of these adversities, you become even stronger for it. And that is why BTS is so strong today. And it continues to grow and it continues to become stronger. And there's no way that anything like this could ever die out in the future because, well, it's the journey that they've gone through, and it's the journey that we've gone through as individuals, as ARMY, that make it impossible to forget and impossible to ever extinguish. Because, man, I'm telling you, there's just all the fighting and all the discourse and stuff like that these other groups and artists and companies try to put against us and try to put against the boys. It's just it'll never dull the flame, man. Ugh. Because it would then be in turn a dulling of ourselves, and that's just not happening.
These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience.
Yeah, they did.
Grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone.
That is
the
so
biggest
phenomenal.
Kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales.
Oh.
For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts.
Oh, interesting.
In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record.
Okay, so the Beatles' 22-year record as fastest group with the most #1 albums, Adele's 5-year record with the most #1s on iTunes, Michael Jackson's 36-year record as first foreigner artist on the top 10 Raycon? Okay. And Celine Dion's 24-year record with 1 million pre-orders in Japan. Wow. I didn't realize that Celine Dion was so popular in Japan. Interesting. Man, these records, to beat out the Beatles and Michael Jackson alone is just insane. It's insane. I just like, because of course, like as I grew up throughout the years, the Beatles especially, and then through to Michael Jackson, it was like these were the top echelon of artists, right? And then BTS just coming in and sweeping it all out. Wow. That is something else.
While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album.
I think that would just be like the most, like, to be a fly on the wall of one of the times when like they're working on something must be just so, it would be so much fun, and just like how like proper everything would be. Hard work and dedication, man. I love it. It just makes me feel good, and it gives me a lot of courage and a lot of hope to doing my own kind of hard work and dedication to things too.
All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association. And as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans. Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung.
Right.
BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power.
This is so funny because every time I see, like, I've got a lot of music videos that I still have to get through. I haven't seen half of these.
BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause.
Wow.
The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide. Wow. On September 24, 2018,
I need to watch
BTS
this
was
still.
invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When ARMYs got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day.
Wow.
Now, these are just a couple of their acts
Oh my god,
of charity.
I didn't even know that was
With
in
their
one
socially
day.
conscious
Oh my
music,
God.
BTS created a new fandom culture
Ah.
that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age.
Man, you know that is 100% just like, even seeing this in our own community, one of the things that I really enjoy the most is when somebody like comments in their own language. I'm like Google translating it as best as I can and then like reversing that translation to speak to them in their own language. And it's the first time that I have ever gone as far as I ever have using Google Translate, because I really love commenting and reacting back to people that comment on these videos. So thank you so much for all of the international comments that I get on these reactions, because it just like, it really shows again what she's explaining here is the scope of how big BTS is from all different walks of life and all different countries. It's just so inspiring. My God.
BTS has also
Oh,
expressed
I always feel so good watching these videos, because it's just like, it's like waves hitting me of just like positivity and just amazing. Look at these guys, hey? Look at these guys. Oh man, it's so crazy how much these guys have impacted my life within the last month and a bit here. This is just like, it's phenomenal. And quite honestly, it's a lot. There is a lot, and it is overwhelming at times, but you know what, I think that's all just what the fun of this whole journey is just like how much there is and how much there is to discover. It's such an exciting adventure.
Expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim
I wonder,
prayer.
hold on a sec, did that have something to do with what I heard about?
Respond via app.
I learned about this prior to about the whole airport videos. I actually didn't realize how how proper it is not to follow those kind of things, because sometimes it gets a little bit crazy with armies, and especially, well, I guess fans.
Via app Weverse, show.
So when at like airports and stuff like that, when the boys are going through airports, I wonder if I'd like you guys to help me out on this and understanding a little bit more about the Purple Army project, or what is it, Purple Ribbon project, I think it is. I'm assuming that it is something to do with like keeping the respect to the point where like everybody stays behind the purple line and nobody like gets out of hand, because of course we have seen it in some of the videos and I didn't realize the intensity and the scope. I actually have seen a couple of these videos where the boys are getting mobbed at these locations, and plus it's also a lot hard, like, you know, basically people explaining to me that it is also not just for the boys but for everybody else that's in the airport as well. So let me know more about this project, guys. If you have any comments on this, let me know down in the comment section, because I'd like to learn more about this as well.
Showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia.
Oh wow,
The
good,
youngest
good.
member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand.
Yep.
Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것은 안 원하고, 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로.
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
Oh, I could imagine. Like, look at that.
참 다행히도 내가 원래
It's just, man, I can't imagine. Like, that's the thing that is hardest on me right now, is like seeing something like that and not being able to be a part of that yet. But I can't wait if I ever do. When I do actually get to a concert, I'm telling you, just that experience alone is going to be just something else. Just to feel that energy is just going to be amazing.
원래 하고 싶었던 이 메시지, 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 되게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
여러분을, 저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
RM, you fucking beautiful bastard, you. Look at that face. He is so proud, and I love that. Everything this man says just kills me. Oh, he's such a good man. Holy.
Their love
Wow.
for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment. They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
Purple Hub projects. Oh, nice. Okay, well that must be it then. Xceleste, my goodness, what a great documentary this was. It was so well informed, and I actually learned quite a lot of stuff here tonight. I'm so glad that I'm still going through a lot of these introduction videos and stuff, because it's good. It's helping me. It's reminding me, and I'm getting newer little bits of information throughout, and it's helping me grow as a ARMY member myself. So thank you, xCeleste, as always, guys. And also down in the description will be her video and her channel as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified for when I watch another xCeleste video and other BTS related content as well. And thank you guys for all of your comments and all of your love and support. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.